Aristotle's Poetics, chapters 9 and 10. 9. It is moreover evident from what has been said that it is not the function of the poet to relate what has happened, but what may happen, what is possible according to the law of probability or necessity. The poet and the historian differ not by writing in verse or in prose. The work of Herodotus might be put into verse, and it would still be a species of history, with meter no less than without it. The true difference is that one relates what has happened, and the other what may happen. Poetry, therefore, is a more philosophical and a higher thing than history, for poetry tends to express the universal, history the particular. By the universal, I mean how a person of a certain type will on occasion speak or act, according to the law of probability or necessity, and it is this universality at which poetry aims in the names she attaches to the personages. The particular is, for example, what Alcibiades did or suffered. In comedy this is already apparent, for here the poet first constructs the plot on the lines of probability, and then inserts the characteristic names, unlike the lampooners who write about particular individuals. But tragedians still keep to real names. The reason being is what is possible is credible. What has not happened we do not at once feel sure to be possible. But what has happened is manifestly possible. Otherwise it would not have happened. Still, there are even some tragedies in which there are only one or two well-known names, the rest being fictitious. In others, none are well known, as in Agathon's Antheus, where incidents and names alike are fictitious, and yet they give none of the less pleasure. We must not, therefore, at all costs, keep to the received legends which are the usual subjects of tragedy. Indeed, it would be absurd to attempt it, for even subjects that are known only to a few, and yet give pleasure to all. It clearly follows that the poet, or maker, should be the maker of plots rather than of verses, since he is a poet because he imitates, and what he imitates are actions. And even if he chances to take a historical subject, he is none the less a poet, for there's no reason why some events that have actually happened should not conform to the law of the probable and possible, and in virtue of that quality in them, he's their poet or maker. Of all plots and actions in the episodic are the worst. I call the plot episodic, which the episodes or acts succeed one another without probable or necessary sequence. Bad poets compose such pieces by their own fault. Good poets to please the players. For as they write show pieces for competition, they stretch the plot beyond its capacity and are often forced to break the natural continuity. But again, tragedy is an imitation not only of a complete action, but of events inspiring fear or pity. Such an effect is best produced when the events come on us by sunrise, and the effect is heightened when at the same time they follow us as cause and effect. The tragic wonder will then be greater if they happened of themselves or by accident. For even coincidences are most striking when they have an air of design. We may instance the statue of Midas at Argos, which fell upon his murderer while he was a spectator at a festival and killed him. Such events seem not to be due to mere chance. Plots, therefore, constructed on these principles, are necessarily the best. 10. Plots are either simple or complex, for the actions in real life, of which the plots are an imitation, obviously show their similar distinction. An action which is one and continuous with the sense above defined, I call simple, when the change of fortune takes place without a reversal of the situation and without recognition. A complex action is one in which the change is accompanied by such reversal, or by recognition, or by both. These last should arise from the internal structure of the plot, so that what follows should be the necessary or probable result of the preceding action. It makes all the difference whether any given event is a case of propter hoc or post hoc.